everyone, to the NBA on 2K. So, Legs, here we are at the very beginning of an NBA season.
Here we go.
Were you a quick starter, or did you have to build up as the season went on?
Well, Kevin, I didn't have a choice. I always tried to come into training camp in the best shape of anybody in there. I wasn't going to run around too many guys, so I had to run away from them. I learned that early in my career. But, you know, sometimes you don't necessarily shoot the ball well out of the gate. That really was season by season.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. Cade Cunningham out there with Bottoms. Then there's Big Dog. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. Here's Big Cat. Pass to Şengün. Shoots over Duren. Şengün, no good. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Big Dog takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now, here's Thompson. 9-point lead in his last outing. Here's Bottoms. He's covered by Grant. Shots good by Big Dog.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Thompson outside. Pass to Big Cat. To halt the run. Thompson with the rebound.
Not how they were looking to start the game. They've come up empty on their first 3 tries.
Cunningham for 3. Pistons keep it alive. And it's blocked by Şengün.
Using that length, Şengün timing the block.
Here's KD. That's tipped. From deep 3-point land. Adams can't get it to go.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Grant the pass to KD. Here's Big Cat. Another miss by Houston. Detroit leading by 8. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, well, they are engaged. And they're singing to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
Now Durant, following the 3-point attempt by Cade Cunningham. The shot by KD, no good. Thompson against Cunningham, and the layup falls.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. It's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. The Pistons second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Durant for three. Rebound, Detroit. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
And I wonder if the crowd noise got in their head. It seemed like it was affecting them.
Now, here's Şengün. He's coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Cunningham. 10-point lead. Over Şengün. Cunningham's shot is off.
What a great look, but an even better contest. That's how you shut down the painted area.
Durant kicks to Grant. Thompson outside. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. Trying to end the drought. And slams it down right on top of Jalen Duren.
Rocketing off the deck. Thompson showing that youthful exuberance.
Here's Bottoms. He's covered by Grant. Pass to Duren. And stolen by Şengün. Grant up top. He's coming off a 19-point game against Oklahoma City.
And it wasn't just the scoring. His assist numbers tell an even bigger story.
6 on the shot clock. Durant, no good.
Well, he has yet to put points on the board, and his team is hurting because of it.
Cunningham against Grant. Thompson, a screen on Grant. Down low. Great D that time from Durant.
Struggling to get it going out there right now. I think he's pressing just a little bit too much.
And there's Grant on the assist from KD.
They don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter's good, but
Timeout. Timeout.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Coming on a terrific season, 13th in field goal percentage, and he was among the top 20 rebounders in the league. Never shy about throwing his weight around in the paint.
And as you said, one of the more efficient scorers in the league last season. He showed great shot selection, terrific efficiency, and more often than not, he got it in there. To the middle. Back to Grant. Pass to Big Cat. Detroit with the rebound. Big Dog's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he felt.
Oh, he flew in there. Wow.
He's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
There's Big Dog. 26 points for him last game against Chicago.
And then you look at what he did defensively. 4 blocks on the night, and he changed a number of others.
A nice shot by Bottom.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. The Pistons are growing. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said, I appreciate the work that the guys have put in, and I'm proud of what they're becoming. But we have more work to do. We're still taking steps. Our guys have improved. The team has improved. But we're not finished yet. Back to you.
On the run. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And Şengün comes it down.
Highlight real play from Şengün. Great timing.
And so it's Detroit with the ball. 4-point game. Thompson against Cunningham. Pass to Big Dog. Pistons passing it around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Thompson. No good. Some solid defense from Grant.
And what a struggle it has been yet to convert a single shot from the field.
Here's Big Cat. And Greg, these poised veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And after years of disappointment, the Pistons, Tim, finally seem to have put it together.
And I think the key for them has been blending in the right amount of veteran leadership with their emerging young players. And I'll tell you what, this team still has a lot more upside.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Tari Eason's checked in for Durant. And Shepard subbed in for Amen Thompson. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
And that is a soft touch on the teardrop. And shots like that are what make Cunningham such a tough cover.
Pass to Shepard. Here's Big Cat, founded by Harris. 2 points. That one goes.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
In a tight game like this, you really have to take it one possession at a time. Focus on limiting mistakes.
Cunningham passes to Ivan. Here's Stewart. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the tough guy reputation, Tim, well earned for Isaiah Stewart.
Well, yeah, he's a physical presence, Kevin. He does not shy away from an alley fight. He brings that edge every team needs, and it is especially welcome in the Motor City.
Free throw good, Stewart. All right, Legs, follow me here. You look at the rise of teams like Detroit, there's a lot to be said for having young legs.
Well played, Kevin, well played. And look, today's game exacts a physical toll, and if you think of it, that's especially true when you're playing a team like the Pistons. They play fast, and they hit hard.
And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
Cunningham passes to Bobbles. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Houston's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Shepard with the ball. Still without a basket. Here's KD. No luck that time in the shot that would have put them on top.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
There's 1:54 left in the first quarter of the game. Stewart, a screen for Harris. Steps back and creams the jump shot.
A key offensive cog for this team. Harris looks to score as much as he can when given the opportunity.
Şengün with the screen for Shepard. To the paint. And Şengün with the basket on the assist from Shepard. And it's 6 points for Şengün. 1:21 left to play in the first. Ivy up top. Pass to Stewart. They Set the screen. Harris passes the ball. That one drops for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line for the Pistons, number 50.
Rockets trail by 4. Pass to Şengün. And here is Van Vliet. Here's Shepherd. Şengün kicks to Van Vliet. 4 on the shot clock. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by Stewart. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Bottoms the pass to Cunningham. To the left wing. Harris looking it over. There's the pick. Over KD. Here's the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Now it's a 7-point Piston lead. Shoots it. No good on that one.
He typically dominates that area.
And so it's Detroit headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what do you think so far from what we've seen from the Pistons?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
On the court for the Pistons, they've got Ivy. Big Dog is out there with Harris. Then it's Durant. And it's Jenkins in at the point. So nice to see Jaden Ivey back in action, Tim, after suffering that broken fibula last season.
Yeah, Kevin, he was just hitting his stride when he had a very difficult injury. In particular, he was upping his shooting percentage from the field. Now he's looking to continue that momentum.
And that one falls for Ivy. Every so often, Tim, you heard the term defensive anchor. What defines one in the way you look at the game?
Well, I think it's that player that's on the back line, protecting the rim, but also able to see the entire floor. That is where your best communicator often resides.
How did you grade your defensive abilities when you played?
I battled, Kevin. You're going to have to kill me to stop me. That's the way I looked at it.
There's a screen. And that looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Here's Big Dog. The shot is good off the backboard. Big Dog's got the lead up to 11 now for Detroit.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now, just trying to close it out.
Oh, tricky play by Van Vliet to beat the close coverage. Slipping pass there for the finish.
Eason passes to Grant. Pass to Van Vliet. Puts up a deep 3. Rebound by the Pistons.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Harris inside, working on Grant. Count it. Harris has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, that's the thing about Tobias Harris. You think of him as a high-volume three-point shooter, but historically, he actually takes a lot more twos.
Kicks it out to Grant. Shoots. Here's Adams. And ends with the slam.
And that play is tailor-made for Adams. Not many guys set a better screen and then the quick roll off it to get the finish.
Inside, here's Harris. Lays it up and in with a pretty assist. Harris has got 6.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes it back.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for them. They will take that shot every time down the floor if they could. It's just great execution.
To the inside. Here's Big Dog. Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot. Greg frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be some things to adjust.
Stats for Tobias Harris. A very nice season for him last year. Averaged about 13 points a game last season, 6 rebounds and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, with some guys, we always talk about potential. What I like about him, he comes to work every night and actually produces.
Van Vliet against Ivy. Here's Grant. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. And that's now 7 points for Little General.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Harris outside. To the middle. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Ivy against Van Vliet. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Now, here's Ivy. Pass to Big Dog. Nice fake with the layup off the mark. And so Grant will bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 9 points. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Pistons team.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
Well, they're a great team, but you're going to lose a few, especially going up against a team you don't know that well.
One shot.
Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around for role players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand, you need to work at everything, but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Going up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
And your thing, your sensational aspect was your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it better than anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And you were elite. Shot clock at 6. Duren with a screen on Eason. Detroit, no good that time either. It's trailed by 4. How about this run, Craig, they're on right now? Wow.
I mean, they're just getting to their spots and executing, really keeping things simple.
Good on the shot. Eason's got 5.
Yeah, they've raised their shooting percentage in this quarter, and they're starting to get on track.
Jenkins, the best victim. The 11-footer. Got it. And he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
Well, his team is up, and he's a big reason why. And it's a little easier to shoot when you know you've got an advantage on the scoreboard.
Grant finds Van Vliet. Fires from the wing. And he wills that one in. Sinking right through off the back iron.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Big dog, no good. And for Houston, they're shooting well. 50% from the floor. Master Grant. There's the triple. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Grant's got the lead up to 1 now for the Lions.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Şengün's checked in for Ellis. Kevin Durant comes in for Tari Eason. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Fred Van Vliet. Detroit also making some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Harris. Bottoms comes in for Jaden Ivey. And it's Cunningham in for Jenkins. The Pistons trailing. Pass to Bottoms. Here's Duren. Now, here's Cunningham. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Grant for 3. Duren pulls it in. For the Houston Rockets, they come into tonight following a loss to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, that's the big problem. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Kevin Durant, as effortless as a scorer as this league has ever seen. He said, I'm not really flashy with how I play anymore. I just try to look for the best shot that is simple and easy with my game. Fly under the radar a bit. After every shot, I just run down the court and get back on defense. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, thank you, Allie. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pistons.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
So, Tim, and I can see it in my mind's eye, you won that three-point contest back in '96. What's the key to success in that event in particular?
Oh, yeah, what a great night. And I think, Kevin, there's a few things. First, I just think you've got to have a short, compact release because then you're not going to rush at the end to make sure you get all 25 balls up. But I also think part of it, for me, I got to shoot first after the warm-up introductions because I was still loose. I didn't have to sit there for 20 or 30 minutes during commercial breaks. I think that helped me win the title that night.
A little strategy.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Grant the pass to Big Cat. Fires at the elbow. Rebound, Detroit. Big Dog's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Over in the corner, Cunningham. Fast about him. And here is Durham. Pocket 6. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. Thompson from long range. It's rebounded by Houston. Their next game playing at home as the Nets coming to town. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Look at KD going to work inside.
And we're so used to seeing KD light it up from outside. Found great positioning and then delivered.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Let's now give him a chance to discuss some potential changes.
Stats for Durant. He's coming off an excellent season. He was around 26 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
And that's such a valuable tool for this team. His defense can really shift the momentum.
Here is Cunningham. A 24-point outing in the last game against the Bulls in Chicago.
But he also picked apart the defense with his passing. I mean, this guy can really read the floor.
Thompson passes to Bottoms. Clock at 4. Here's Big Dog. That one good for 2. Big Dog's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Durant kicks to Grant. Houston moving the ball around. Here's Big Cat. They get it back, and he banks in the lead. Big Cat's got the lead up to 1 now for the Rockets. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Thompson. You know, Tim, one thing you hear about Cade Cunningham is his leadership skills.
Yeah, Kevin, he is very mature and unselfish. While this team definitely revolves around his play, he doesn't make it all about himself. And that is the difference.
That's good from Cunningham. You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21. Last season, his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
Thompson outside. Grant with the screen on Cunningham. Thompson passes to Şengün. They set the pick. Shoots it up. Pops one in from the wing. 16 points for Willie General. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
on the wing, Thompson. Guarded by KD. Pass to Big Dog. In the corner, it's Duren. Over Şengün. Shot's good by Duren. Duren's got 6 here in this quarter.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
1:29 left to play here in the half. Here's Big Cat. It's hauled in by Big Dog. Big Dog's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Cunningham passes to Bobby. Has the killer two-handed slam.
Yeah, Cade is in command of this offense. He knows exactly where his guys are and when to get them the ball.
Grant gets to Şengün. Grant outside. Sinks the triple. Grant's got 19 points.
Well, after making 1 in the first quarter, he's now made 2 here in the second. Starting to get it going a little bit.
There's 38 seconds left here in the second. Here's Big Dog. Cunningham outside. Thompson finds Cunningham. Fires from way outside. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Kevin Durant. It'll count. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And that'll do it for the first half. Game time. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm with Coach Udoka. Specifically on defense, would you say there's more to clean up in the paint or on the perimeter?
A little bit of both. We got to protect the paint a little bit better. They hit some tough mid-range shots, but they also hurt us on the offensive glass. So keep them off the glass, make them beat us from the perimeter, and I think we'll be in good shape.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. And folks, don't go away. Halftime is here. And we'll be right back with you after this break.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule. Kenny, back in your playing days, how far ahead would you look on the schedule?
Unless we were in the playoff race, I really only focus on the next game.
Yeah, it doesn't do any good to look too far down the road. That's for the coaches.
Yeah, as a coach, you're planning, game planning, and all that stuff, practice planning. But as a player, you got to stay in the moment, focus on the task at hand.
Moving on, let's look at how these Pistons are doing. That first half was close.
They're really going to war for those second chance points. Running guys to the defensive glass. It's a tight game. That could be the difference maker.
As long as it doesn't hurt their transition defense.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Fantastic game from Little General in this one.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
And for Houston, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. The perimeter pair will be Thompson next to Durant. Big pass to Şengün. And it's Grant in at the point. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Cunningham. Stolen by Thompson. The shot by KD. No good.
Wow, you got to commend the defensive effort right there. It really made a difference.
Bottoms the pass to Cunningham. And he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Touched by Durham. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. The Rockets #1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Thompson outside. The trade. The shot misses.
Well, despite this lead, he hasn't found the sweet spot yet. It's been mostly sour, actually.
Left side, Grant. Outside, KD. It's stolen by Durant. Down low. Knocked away. Stolen by Grant. Pass to Durant. Now, here's Thompson. Grant surveying the D. 6 to shoot. Here's Şengün. It's blocked.
Yeah, just 25% to start this half. They're going to have to start getting higher percentage shots.
Here's Cunningham. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Taking a look here at some stats for Cunningham. Last season, he played outstanding. 4th in assists. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace. He was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. Here's Big Cat. And he's good on the 3-ball. Big Cat's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Cunningham passes the bottom. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Cunningham.
Houston leading by 3. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Grant for 3. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
3-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. So it's the Pistons now. 6-point game. Pass to Big Dog. And that one is stuffed right through.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Grant picks to Şengün. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little over 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Big Cat. Off target with his 3.
Well, fortunately, as he searches for his scoring rhythm, they still have the lead for now.
A nice shot by Bottom.
Well, he's having a big scoring night, but he's doing it extremely efficiently. This is impressive.
Thompson inside, covered by Cunningham. Here's Şengün. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got 6 rebounds in the game. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunchen.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should be.
And it's Thompson with the jam.
You've got to do more than this to stop Thompson. He's used to having to fight through contact.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Houston. Jalen Duren is certainly a force team in this NBA. He's a nightly double-double.
Well, he looks like a bouncer at a nightclub, but you forget how young this guy is. If he keeps improving like this, Kevin, he has a chance to be one of the premier bigs in this league.
I was going to say the same thing about you, but I'll call you a Greek god as opposed to a bouncer in a bar. How's that?
I much prefer the Greek god description.
Here's Cunningham, and Thompson sends it back.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Up top, Şengün. Pass to Thompson. Back to Şengün. Shot clock at 6. Grant for 3. Duren pulls it in.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Cunningham for 3.
He's stacking up the missed shots right now. He needs to find another part of his game that can help his team.
Big Cat gets the bucket.
Hey guys, the lead has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pistons trail by 5. Pass to Cunningham. Inside, stolen by Grant. Now here's Thompson, covered by Cunningham. And Thompson kicks to Grant. They set the pick. From outside, off the mark.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
Cunningham against Thompson. He's the big dog. Just 5 on the clock. They need this one. That's good. The Houston lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 9 points.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Outside, KD. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Duren. It's good. This game is all even. 8 points for him.
Well, that right there is Duren's workshop. When he's that close to the bucket, he is awfully difficult to handle.
That's the big cat. From deep. Rebound, Detroit. Duren's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Cunningham. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Rockets shooting is leaving some to be desired. Just 36% here in the third quarter. Durant with 3. Detroit with the rebound.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
If he can just make a couple of buckets, though, this can all be put in his rearview mirror.
Grant against Cunningham. For the lead. The rebound by KD. Durant's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Grant, that's good.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add it up.
Pass to Bottom. There's Big Dog. He's got 20. There's Bottoms. There's the screen. Fires away from way outside. Pistons keep it alive. Shots good by Duren.
They're scoring buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Thompson. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Stewart's checked in for Duran. Harris comes in for Ausar Thompson. Ivy's checked in for Bonds. And it's Jenkins in for Cunningham. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Houston. They lead by 1. Baseline J on the way. He gets that one.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using them to cut up the defense there with ease.
On the wing, Harris. He's covered by Eason. Harris dishes to Ivy. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Schengen. Houston leading by 3. Pass to Big Gap. Now Eason. Brings it from beyond the arc. Eason's got 8.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for the Rockets.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Amen Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Fred VanVleet comes in for Grant. That one is no good. Rockets leading by 5. Thompson outside. Pass to Eason. And here's VanVleet from the arc. It's hauled in by Harris. For Detroit, they've gone 7 for 16 in the second half from the field, shooting a bit under 50%. Now Jenkins. Now Stewart. Şengün covering. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. So far in the game, he's gone 2 for 4 from the free throw line.
At the line for the Pistons,
Shoot
Isaiah
2.
Stewart, 2 shots.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Rockets leading by 4. Thompson outside. Back to VanVleet. Rebound by the Pistons. And here is Jenkins. No scoring in this one. A minute 20 left to play in the third. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
A moment to check out the numbers for Fred VanVleet. Good season for him last year. He was around 14 points a game last year. 5 assists and 3 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
You need a steady hand for that second unit, and he provides that and sometimes a lot more.
How about that finish by Harris? He sees his opening and does not hesitate to rise up and be free.
Shot on the way. KD can't get it to go. Big Dog, the pass to Jenkins. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Ivy. That misses, and a chance to tie it there. 2 for 1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Now here's VanVleet. He's covered closely, and that one good.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. VanVleet's a strong finisher for his size.
Now here's Jenkins, covered by VanVleet.
The defensive rebounding is so important, and he thought for that one.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And then the thunderous dunk, adding insult to injury.
Durant.
That is fun to watch. Let's it go at the very last second.
Oh, with the clock running down, man, that was close.
The third quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 4. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter, what is still anybody's ballgame. On the court for the Pistons, at the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivey. Bottoms is out there with Tobias Harris, and it's Stewart in at the center. Grant outside. Pass to Big Cat. Fires for 3. The rebound by Ivey. The Pistons trailing. Cunningham inside. Adams on him. Cunningham's shot is off.
He's been way off the mark in this second half. Just unable to get any kind of rhythm going.
There's a good screen. Van Vliet can't get it to go.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Ivey passes to Harris. Cunningham for 3. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 5 assists in the game. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Houston. They trail by 1. Pass to Big Cat. And here is Van Vliet. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by Harris.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a 3 of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Now, here's Ivey. Cunningham passes to Bottoms. Pocket 6. Big Cat with the rebound. Big Cat's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Eason. Scores after the quick hustle. And the Rockets lead by 1. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Here's the screen. Stolen by Grant. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. For the finish. And the dunk by Eason. Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam tapped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Here's Cunningham. The Rockets pull it in. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. In the corner, it's Van Vliet. 3 off the mark. Pistons trail by 3. Harris passes to Stewart. Misses the layup.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
That's the Big Cat. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Grant's got his 7th assist here tonight. For Detroit, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Bottoms the pass to Stewart. Cunningham against Eason. Shoots from the line. Rockets with the rebound. Big Cat's got 7 rebounds in the game. Adams finds VanVleet. Nailed from three-point land.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Eason against Cunningham. There's the pick. In the corner, Ivy with it. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And it's Houston's ball. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. Grant for 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Pistons trail by 8. Cunningham with it. Now, here's Stewart. Bottoms the pass to Ivy. Shoots over VanVleet. Ivy with the bucket.
And that is some impressive creativity right there by Ivy. He's just fantastic at breaking defenses down in pick and roll.
Grant, the bounce pass. And Adams kicks to Grant. Here's Big Cat. Here's VanVleet. Again, the Rockets score.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Cunningham against Eason.
Yeah, they've got to be careless together, no doubt about it, with their turnovers in the second half.
And it's Houston's ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. VanVleet against Ivy. They get a hand on it. And so it looks like the Rockets will retain possession here. Houston. Grant for 3. Offensive rebound. And Adams kicks to Grant. Here's the screen. Goes back up.
Yeah, this team really relies on Harris defensively as well, using his length to alter shots.
Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. In the corner, Ivy with it. The three-pointer, no good. Houston leading by 8. Eason passes to Grant. Here's Big Cat, guarded by Harris for 3. No good from Grant.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
He seems like he's moving okay, but clearly something isn't right.
Cunningham inside. He's covered by Eason. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Well, as a scorer, Cunningham is equally comfortable from all 3 levels.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. comes in for Jari Eason. Thompson in for Fred VanVleet. And then for Detroit, Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Big Dog comes in for Harris. And it's Asar Thompson in for Jaden Ivey. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, guys, during that last break, I heard Ime Udoka as he talked with the team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
Okay, Allie, thank you.
When you can shoot over the top of people and hit a high percentage from out there, you are in rare company.
To the paint. The pass to Big Dog. Poked loose and out of bounds. The Pistons will take
Detroit ball.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Pistons trail by 9. Duren sets the screen for Cunningham. Bottoms the pass to Big Dog. Lets it go from 11. The Rockets pull it in. Big Cat's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's KD. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is. Able to score against physical defenders.
First team foul. At the line for one. Kevin Durant.
That free throw good from Durant. And now that we are witnessing the tail end of Kevin Durant's illustrious career, Tim, talk about his legacy.
Well, Kevin, without question, this is one of the all-time greats. Arguably the most effortless scorer the game has ever seen. Quite simply, he is one of one.
Rockets on offense. They're on a 17-4 run. Now Grant. Pass to Big Cat. That's up a 3. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Grant's got assist number 8 now on the night. And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Detroit Pistons. 15-point game. Here's Big Dog. Lays it up off the glass. Big Dog's got 24.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Outside Durant. Now Şengün. Outside Grant. Here's Thompson. And there's the dunk.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Now Duren. It's deflected and stolen by Şengün. Outside Durant. Here's Thompson. Tosses it up. And it misses. Pistons trail by 15. Cunningham knocks down the 3.
And he is a guy who typically needs the ball in his hand, so it's good to see Cunningham as a catch-and-shoot option.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Durant fires. Connects on the chip. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. It's picked off. Outside Durant. There's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Durant drives in, and it's good.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Houston.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And it will go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Little General.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody can do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Number 12, second personal foul, first team foul. At the line for the Pistons, number 7, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
A disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Al Grant. Here's Big Cat. Puts up the 3. Hits it from downtown. And the Rockets lead by 20.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you can see the killer instinct take over.
They are playing with so much confidence. They've been clutch all the way around.
Here's Big Dog. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And here is KD. So we see Houston taking the W here. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight. One that was in total control, operating flawlessly. The other just looking for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. And once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And let's hear from Alan DeForest, who joins us from the sideline. Alan?
Katie, you were able to clamp down defensively as the game wore on. What was the key there?
Well, we stayed patient. We could touch the shots. They hit some tough ones early on, and I think in the pick and roll, we made a solid adjustment, and we turned that around. Coach made a great adjustment, and we was able to get rebounds and go.
The patience was so important. It paid off. Thanks, Katie.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. Alongside Jim Legler, Greg Anthony, and